But come with all Khayyam and leave the lot of Kaikobad and cake us through forgot. Let rust and cry to battle as he likes, or a teen tie cry supper, heed them not. Breathe in all that's good, breathe out all that's bad. Peace flows into you, it's one wet and glad. Feel it course throughout the body. But come with all Khayyam and leave the lot of Kaikobad and cake us through forgot. Let rust and cry to battle as he likes, or a teen tie cry supper, heed them not. Stick when whole Khayyam and leave the lot of Kaikobad and cake us through forgot. Let rust and cry to battle as he likes, or Hatim tie cry supper, heed them not. So much sweeter sounds are one's lover sighs than the groan of war that wins great prize. One taste of love's dear wine by far outbuys a sultan's wealth in some rich palace. And then say, this is the best life that I've ever had. This is the best life that I've ever had. Now breathe in good energy. So much sweeter sounds are one's lover sighs than the groan of war that wins great prize. One taste of love's dear wine by far outbuys a sultan's wealth in some rich palace. Look wherever we turn. Now exhale the bad. Peace flows into you, it's warm, wet and glad. Feel it spread throughout the body. Wherever we turn our tired eyes, sweet nature springs and crystal bearers rise. The desert once bare as hell, now verdant smiles. Let us enjoy, oh maid of paradise. And then say, this is the best life that I've ever had. Now breathe in all that's good. In our tired eyes, sweet nature springs and crystal bearers rise. The desert once bare as hell, now verdant smiles. Let us enjoy, oh maid of paradise.
That's bad. Peace flows into you, it's warm, wet and glad. Feel it spread throughout the body. body, then say this is the best life that I've ever had.
Say, this is the best life that I've ever had.
And breathe out all that's bad. The energy is warm, wet and glad. Breathe in all that's good. Breathe out all that's bad. Peace flows into you. It's warm, wet and glad. Feel it course throughout the body, and then say this is the best life that I've ever had. This is the best life that I've ever had. Now breathe in good energy, now exhale the bad. Peace flows into you, it's warm, wet and glad. Feel it spread throughout the body, and then say this is the best life that I've ever had.
Breathe in all that's good, breathe out all that's bad. Peace flows into you, it's warm, wet and glad. Feel it spread throughout the body, then say this is the best life that I've ever had.
Then say, this is the best life that I've ever had. Heart flight is love that the wondrous earth brings, as wind to the soul whispers unimaged things. From streams, senses merge to flow beyond joy. Imagination fires enlightened wings.
My heart in flight is love that the wondrous earth brings. And the wind on my soul whispers hidden and inexorable things. As streams stream into streams, our senses meet and flow into each other beyond stillness and bliss. It is the imagination that ignites our wings and sets them aflame. Oh, the imagination flies. It is the imagination that
Love equals truth, beauty, and goodness. The woods and the meadows are bursting bright with the sun-filled joy of life's delight. Is beauty's pose the name of the rose? Could be. Flowers start from the ground, there grows. There's the tulip, the lily, and the rose growing together, no separate rows. What does it mean, as it must be rarely so, when they so entwined altogether grow? The tulip's a dependable sign of spring. One can always count on the news it brings, so tulips have always well stood for truth. The lily is often white as the proof, representing purity and goodness bright. The rose is the symbol of beauty's might. So these three combined together here means we've grown love's bouquet with great care. Truth, goodness, beauty of their braided length makes for lasting love, giving it its strength, so life's storms can never scatter them bare. Love's not an easy thing to grow anywhere. Love's spirit weaves the soul's warp, weft, and wave, creating an eternal perfect braid, wound from strands of truth, goodness, and beauty, each different forms, but from the same all made. Heart flight is love that the wondrous earth brings, as wind to the soul whispers unimaged things. From streams, senses merge to flow beyond joy. Imagination fires enlightened wings.
Some may ask of life, how does one find love? Life says, be still. Don't rush far and above, stop. Let love's butterfly alight on you, for that's the touch that romance is made of.
energy. Now exhale the bad, peace flows into you.
With me along the strip of herbage stone that just divides the desert from the soul, where name was slave and salt and scarce is known, and pity Sultan Mahmud on his throne.
Rondes flores non satieno.
With me along the strip of herbage stone that just divides the desert from the soul, where name was slave and salt and scarce is known, and pity Sultan Mahmud on his throne. Sultan Mahmud on his throne, with me along some strip of herbage stone that just divides the desert from the song, where name of slave and salt and scarce is known, and peace Sultan Mahmud on his throne.
Rondes flores non satieno, non satieno.
Who knew that the twin-born pair is bred from lower flesh and higher spirit bled, where the hellish desert meets the greensward, when the hot sands a luscious turf where the song of the free. Ooh, if you care not for diamonds, gold and ash, come and stay, get away. No need to pack the perfect equilibrium. Who knew that the twin-born pair is bred from lower flesh and higher spirit bled, where the hellish desert meets the greensward, when the hot sands a luscious turf wed. So the hot sands a luscious turf wed. Where the river runs far from salt and stone, we live by the stream's side, just us alone. Here we've the perfect equilibrium. Poor but rich, home yet free, great but unknown, astray.
Could describe its shape. Heavy is the head that lies in it. Oh yeah, you're right, the rhythm, oh, but never could describe its shape. You never could describe its shape. Every drop of genius, you'll find an idea.
Where the river runs far from salt and stone, we live by the stream's side, just us alone. Here we've the perfect equilibrium.
It's a dichotomy.
Poor but rich, home yet free, great but unknown.
At home yet so.
Drinking an hour's morning grass, while the flowered perfumes waft about are free and safe from the moss.
Flight is love that the wondrous earth brings, and the wind on my soul whispers hidden.
Earth will dally on the soft river grass, drinking an hour's morning grass, while the flowered perfumes waft about are free and safe from the moss.
For those who see grass and stream meet the eyes, and forest and desert where heaven's realm lies, and their lives hell has gone away, you'd say, as you consort with mates of merit
And inexorable things, as streams stream into streams, our senses meet and flow into each other beyond stillness.
On spring's clean bank, my hour drinks with me, pouring love's cup into our souls thirsty. Would I then gasp for heaven's paradise? Then I dare say dogs whine better than me.
For those who see grass and stream meet the eyes, in forest and desert, where heaven's realm lies, and their lives hell has gone away, you'd say, as you consort with maids of Paris.
Heart to my hand to lift the glass of wine, hand to heart to hold the hour of mine. Do not say repent of thy overflow, I will none of it, I'm my own vine.
And bliss, it is the imagination that ignites our wings and sets them aflame. Oh, the imagination.
Heart to my hand to lift the glass of wine, hand to heart to hold the hour of mine. Do not say repent of thy overflow, I will none of it, I'm my own vine. I'm my own vine.
Beneath an icy desert sun, where the coldest parts are warm, here lies a twin-born fairy who sadly was deformed. Here, being somewhere else, somehow I was left all by myself. I know now what I have to do. Farewell, oh farewell to you. Oh, farewell. Oh, farewell to you. Now every drop of genius is a roach crawling up the wall, wanting me to swat it down, wanting me to kill it all.
Morning breaks, the rosy cup drain, and ash fame's crystal on the rocks again. Thy lute is sweet, thy tress is soft as down. Heaven is here, and future glory there. Drain, and ash fame's crystal on the rocks again. Thy lute is sweet, thy tress is soft as down. Heaven is here, and future glory there.
Out where the river runs, far from the salt and strong, we live by the stream side, the two of us alone.
It's the perfect equilibrium, poor but yet so rich. It's a dichotomy. So it's the perfect equilibrium, at home yet so free. Here we're known privately. No matter how far away life takes me,
Book of verses underneath the bough, a jug of wine, a loaf of bread, and thou beside me singing in the wilderness. Oh, wilderness were paradise now. Wilderness were paradise now. What winged creature rises and flies through the red rose garden of paradise, whose fair dreams become from visions realized, the definite blooms from the many tries. What little creature arises and flies through the red rose garden of paradise, whose fair dreams become from visions, the definite blooms from the many tries.
Follow the path, past the rose bush's sight, where the forest opens to a shaft of light. Hear the flower beds, one with a lush of grass, where greenish light glows forth, the hours will pass.
In the shadows of the stone walls gray, monks in silence kneel and pray. Candles flicker in the twilight's hold.
Follow the path past the rose bush's sides, where the forest opens to a shaft of light. Hear the flower beds, one with a lush of grass, where greenish light goes forth, the hours will pass. Follow the path past the rose bush's sides, where the forest opens to a shaft of light. Hear the flower beds, one with a lush of grass.
Hear the purest pitch, where the bluebirds sing, where the lilacs ne'er know it isn't spring, where heaven's eternity bides its time. where all woes and troubles have taken wing.
Ancient whispers, tales of old. Ancient whispers, tales of old. Echoes in the cloistered halls. Follow the path past the rose bushes sight, where the forest opens to a shaft of light. Near the flower beds one with a lush of grass, where greenish light glows forth the hours will pass. Hear the purest pitch where the bluebirds sing, where the lilacs ne'er know it isn't spring, where heaven's eternity bides its time, where all woes and troubles have taken wing. Mystic dreams of hidden tales, time stands still as night prevails. Brothers gather hand in hand in this timeless holy land.
Hear the purest pitch, where the bluebirds sing, where the lilacs ne'er know it isn't spring, where heaven's eternity bides its time, where all woes and troubles have taken wing.
Ancient whispers, tales of old. Ancient whispers, tales of old. Echoes in the cloistered halls. Follow the path past the rose bushes sight, where the forest opens to a shaft of light. Near the flower beds one with a lush of grass, where greenish light glows forth the hours will pass. Hear the purest pitch where the bluebirds sing, where the lilacs ne'er know it isn't spring, where heaven's eternity bides its time, where all woes and troubles have taken wing. Mystic dreams of hidden tales, time stands still as night prevails. Brothers gather hand in hand in this timeless holy land.
Hear the purest pitch where the bluebirds sing, where the lilacs ne'er know it isn't spring, where heaven's eternity bides its time, where all woes and troubles have taken wing. أريد الشوق، أريد الشوق از همه جان.
Here the grapevines ne'er toll their final knell, ere they pour ruby nectar in life's dell, an idol where we're the cups to be filled to the brim, to spill, quenched and drenched so well.
Sacred calls, Chants arise to skies so high, mystery sung under a heavenly sky. In this monastery's secret heart, voices blend to form their art. Harmony with endless grace resonates in time and space.
Hear the grapevines near toll their final knell. There they pour ruby nectar in life's dell. An idyll wherewith the cups to be filled to the brim, to spill, quenched and drenched so well. An idyll wherewith the cups to be filled to the brim, to spill, quenched and drenched so well.
A book of verses underneath the bough, a jug of wine, a loaf of bread, and thou beside me singing in the wilderness. O wilderness were paradise enow. Have we gourds, bread, and a leg of mutton, while writing verse in the wilderness yon? O tulip cheeks, lovelier than the moon, it treats beyond the bounds of a sultan.
The grapevines ne'er toll their final knell, ere they pour ruby nectar in life's dell. An idyll wherewith the cups to be filled to the brim to spill, quenched and drenched so well. A book of verses underneath the bowl. A jug of wine, a loaf of bread, and thou beside me singing in the wilderness. Oh, wilderness were paradise enow.
So here for study of the stars, and philosophy too, hear what Kaya. Best your tangled tresses attract my view. Then enjoy first and a leg of love.
Have we not bread and a leg of mutton while writing verse in the wilderness yonder? Oh, tulip cheeks, lovely reach beyond the bounds of our sultan. Have we Lord's bread and a leg of mutton while writing verse in the wood? Or tulip cheeks lovelier than the moon? It reaches beyond the bounds of a sultan. Gaston Bador is the handling veil, rather than give up thy body and fail, where instead the old rug of poverty, and just the same as a sultan prevail. From the glory the hindering veil, rather than give up thy body and fail.
We choose the love nest over Greece estates, with romance, bread, wine, and verse as our traits, heart and soul by poverty's privacy. Rich be the fortune that poorness creates. We choose the love nest over greed.
She shines well beyond the radiant dome, and she curves as gracefully as a poem, like a gift of orange roses wrapped with bows. She's the eternal present, heir at home.
With romance, bread, wine.
She shines well beyond the radiant dome, and she curves as gracefully as a poem, like a gift of orange roses wrapped with vows. She's the eternal present at home.
The thirsty sun raises the morn's dewdrops and sculpts a mist, forming clouds of airdrops. Long the world lies dry in afternoon's beam, till quenching darkness cries forth its teardrops.
What fires burn, what flares radiate and rise, passioned here, connecting us to the skies beyond all ken, as flames that ne'er lessen. Oh, Mother Nature outdid herself this prize.
What fires burn, what flares radiate and rise, passion here connecting us to the skies, beyond all care
as flames that never ascend. Oh, Mother Nature outdid herself for this prize. What fires burn, what flares radiate and rise, passions here connecting us to the skies. Beyond all ken, as flames that never ascend. Oh, bright, the thirsty sun raises the morn's dewdrops and sculpts a mist, foaming clouds with their drops. Long the world lies dry in afternoon's beam, till quenching darkness cries forth its teardrop.
Would I, even for a day, live without one I would love and leave unfound? In doubt, a paramour, the love of my life, then my standard of life has bottomed out. Would I even for a day live without one I would love and leave unfound? In doubt, a paramour, the love of my life, then my standard of life has bottomed out. هر دمی از عین جان چو باشد آبها نانها برویند ولی هرگز نه.
In heaven the pleasure drums beat like rain, or so 'tis claimed to relieve mortal pain. But we needn't pay for promise beyond, here from life's currency weave the same.
Above us, the branches slowly sway and fan away the little creatures that try to land. The trickling waters play tinkling lullabies while flocks of returning geese fly the skies. is sweet, soft, and inconsumably wild as she lies beside me, like a sleeping child. Her quiet breathing stirs not the wooded scene, as she rests silently on the forest green. I caress her tresses in romantic rhythm to the contented sighs she sends toward heaven. We slumber where the grass fledges the stream, half awake or asleep in love's peaceful dream.
Throughout the day, we sit beside a brook, reading with life its most wonderful book, then sleep with each other in a sweet nook. And this of her and me was all it took. So here we lay in the embrace of love, and in our intensity lose track of the world around, and are surprised to look and see beside us a rabbit and a dove.
In the soil we shared, these flowers we chose: truth, tulip; goodness, lily; beauty, rose. Nurtured with care, they yet wave to and fro. Storms can't scatter the flowers that love grows.
Like living lenses, we mirror our love. In feedback loops, images spiral above, echoing as infinite reflections that fill up the scene. That's what love's made of. Success blossoms out of a thoughtful dream, grown from seeds of what life to one would seem, then bears forth fruit, healthy and delicious, in the garden watered by a wishing stream.
in the shadows of the stone walls gray. Monks in silence kneel and pray. Candles flicker in the twilight's hold. Ancient whispers tales of old. Ancient whispers tales of old. Echoes in the cloistered halls softly hum through sacred calls. Chants arise to skies so high, mystery sung under a heavenly sky. In this monastery's secret heart,
for the glories of this world, and some sigh for the prophet's paradise to come. Or take the cash and let the credit go, nor heed the rumble of a distant drum. Some for the glories of this world, and some sigh for the prophet's paradise to come. Or take the cash and let the credit go, nor heed the rumble of a distant drum.
Pleasure drums beat like rain, or salt is claim to release mortal pain, but we needn't pay for promise beyond. Here from life's currency we've the same.
Above us, branches slowly sway and fan away the little creatures that try to land. The trickling waters play tinkling lullabies, while flocks of returning geese fly skies, where the skies
sweet, soft, and inconsumably wide, as she lies beside me like a sleeping child. Her quiet breathing stirs not the wooded sea, as she rests silently on the forest green. As she is sweet, soft, and inconsumably wild, as she lies beside me like a sleeping child. Her quiet breathing stirs not the wooded sea, as she rests
I caress her tresses in romantic rhythm. To the contented sigh she sends toward heaven. We slumber where the grass fledges the stream, half awake or asleep in love's peaceful dream.
Above us, the branches slowly sway and fan away the little creatures that try to land. The trickling waters play tinkling lullabies, while flocks of returning geese fly the skies.
You are sweet, soft, and inconsumably wild, as you list beside me, like a sleeping child. Your quiet breathing stirs not the wooded scene, as you rest silently on the forest green. I caress her tresses, in romantic rhythm, to the contented sighs she sends toward heaven. We slumber where the grass fledges the stream, half awake or asleep in love's peaceful dream.
Throughout the day we sit beside a brook, reading with life its most wonderful book. Then sleep with each other in a sweet nook. This of her and me was all it took. Here we lay in the embrace of love, and in our intensity lose track of the world, and are surprised to look and see beside us a rabbit and a dove. So here we lay in the embrace of love, and in our intensity lose track the world around, and are surprised to look and see beside us a rabbit and a dove. In the soil we shed these flowers we chose, tulip, goodness, lily, beauty, rose. Nurtured with care they yet wave to and fro. Storms can't scatter the flowers that love grows. Living lenses we mirror love in feedback loops. Images spiral above, echoing as infinite reflections that fill up the scene. That's what love made of. Lenses we mirror our love in feedback loops. Images spiral above, echoing as infinite reflections that fill up the scene. There's for fruit, healthy and delicious, in the garden watered by a wishing stream.
Success blossomed out of a thoughtful dream, grown from seeds of what life to us should seem, then bears forth fruit, healthy and delicious, in the garden watered by a wishing stream.
Life, mind, spirit, form, time and consciousness, primordial content that materialize from the fundamental, granting us the experience of being. Time and consciousness derived from the primordial content that materialized from the fundamental, granting us the experience of being. Our fruits are all the universal seed, as yet a tongue of the yield of possibility. For siblings elsewhere in the entropic sea are also born of such probability. The pace is forever, no creation. Energy, the primest potion, and entirety is seen, then it can be no way, but then it is eternally. But then existence forever, no creation, energy being binary, being the primest potion, and entirety is seen that it can be no way but vanity. Stardust begins and ends in thee. The mighty wrecks of the element are strewn across the universe like chaff from the harvest. Much of the cosmos still a vast wasteland.
Courage and alone man sits silently by the sundial in time's sanctuary, slowly marking the hours by the shadows that creep over the face of eternity. The vicinity still eternity. Care a gentle lone man sits silently by the sundial in time's sanctuary, slowly marking the
know what is and what is not. I show us myth of grace above and ways below, but all this wisdom I will quick renounce. If want a better place, then drink and show. I know what is and what is not. I show as myth of grace above and ways below, but all this wisdom I will quick renounce. If want a better place, then drink and show. As myth of grace above and ways below, but all this wisdom I will quick renounce. If want a better place, then drink and show. I will better place, then drink and show.
To miserly creatures thou hast given, paths and waterways in the earth riven. Yet we must pledge our goods for nightly bread. Who would give a fig for such a heaven?
Informationally derived meanings unify non-reductive gleanings in a relational reality through the semantical life happenings.
Syntactical information exchange, without breaking of the holistic range, reveals the epic whole of nature's poetics, due to the requisite of ongoing change.
So there's form before gloried substance, relationality before the chance of material impressions rising, traced in our world from the Gestalt's dance, forced. We are both essence and form, as poems versed, ever unveiling this life's deeper firsts, as new riches, from strokes, letters, phonemes, words, phrases, and sentences, universed.
There is rhythm, reason, rhyme, meter, sense, metric, melody, and beauty's true pence, revealed through life's participation, from the latent whence into us hence.
A poem is both the thought and the presence, an object born from one's profoundest sense, an image of diction, feeling, and rhythm. It's both the existence and the essence.
The weave of the discrete bits as strokes writes the letters of the elemental bytes, the alphabet of the standard model, forming the words as the atoms whose mites merge to form molecules, as phrases, onto proteins and cells, as sentences, up to paragraphs of organisms, and unto the stories of the species.
Via this concordance of literature, we're the cosmos conscious adventure, as a universe of sentient poems, being both the contained and the container. remains unchanged over time are all properties that find expression as laws of the conservation of energy, momentum, and electric charge, and forced.
it not folly, spider-like to spin, the thread of present life a way to win? What?
For ourselves, who know not if we shall breathe out the very breath we now breathe in.
Were it not folly, spider-like, to spin the thread of present life away to win? What? For ourselves, who know not if we shall breathe out the very breath we know.
To future columns we stretch our present row, by a lifeline of tenuously spun vow. Oh, how soon the weighted web begins to fail. The only real time under our feet is now.
The future columns we stretch our present row by a lifeline of tenuously spun vow. Oh, how soon the weighted web begins to fail. The only real time under our feet is now.
To future columns, we stretch our present row by a lifeline of tenuously spun vow. Oh, how soon the weighted web begins to fail. The only real time under our feet is now.
To the future, cares is ours, our present ease. By the simplest chain of hard fetter, the frailest of life's next succor is to plead. The time and a footfall's stronger matter. By God, take the breath from under breath need, and another comes, now time with it, Take the life of life from under soul state. Providence slipping on two-wheeled in spin. I fall afoul of life holding aged fate. The Corsican sliding over the lip. The deed's done, but the deed's hidden from eye. Gold's age over, weighing down soul-forging skills. The Sudan's now obscured by those now mild. The babble's grown dumb.
Life's a web of whos, whys, whats, and hows stretched as time between eternal bows. Gossamer threads bear the beads that glisten, each moment a sequence of instant nows.
Life's a web of whos, whys, whats, and hows, stretched as time between eternal bows. Gossamer threads bear the beads that glisten, each moment a sequence of instant nows.
No matter how one tries to shake from boughs the fruits of truth from the tree of noes, computation makes not yet the morrows. There's naught else but lone resultant nows.
Candles flicker, shadows grow in the silent sacred glow. Stone walls whisper tales of old in the night so calm and cold. Voices
No matter how one tries to shake from boughs the fruits of truth from the tree of noes, computation makes not yet. There's naught else but lone resultant nows. Oh.
جانها ز خوشی بی سر و پا رقص کنند در گوش تو گویم که کجا.
Days are the cyclic units of time's pearls, beads worn round in the necklace of the months. They distance themselves like night echoes into the rosary of the seasons.
in solemn prayer echo in the stony air. Harmony from times of yore echoes weaves forevermore. Ancient hymns in Latin song
Of the cyclic units of time's pearls, each worn round in the necklace of the months. They distance themselves like night echoes into the rosaries of
که در هوا در همون است نیکو نگرش که همچو ما.
Memories, ideas recall the last hurt home. Sensation savors what is presently known. Imagination anticipates coming sounds. The delight is such that none could produce alone. Memories, ideas recall the last hurt home. Sensation savors what is presently known. Imagination anticipate none could produce alone. Delight is such that none could produce alone.
هر ذره اگر خوش است اگر محزون است سرگشته خورشید خوش
Life is a web of who's, whys, what's, and how's, stretched in time across eternal boughs. Gossamer threads bear the beads that glisten, each moment a sequence of instant nows.
dumb from one-tongue babbleheads. The Babylon slave dumps the world's singing child, next to the weakest whose strong souls will it. Beam funnel art from inside grasp. Its worshippers of the world's purse-yoked pay, spending their purse of humanity's loss. In asking pay asks of hard-fed state, their free will with these to justify loss. Waiting for the Sibyl's lottery. Stakes at zenith. The present greatest by that past is fixed, but it's stronger, nearer birth of itself. Thus time is struck by time's hard-wrought dear gift. The spirit of reality's breath moving, answer spirit showing spirit's forms, living, with thought in motion kindred to it molded. To wherein can't this be injustice proven? Such lives to lose with a man when he ends.
Look to the rose that blows about us. Laughing, she says, into the world I blow. At once, the silken tassel of my purse, tearing its treasure on the garden floor.
Rose in bloom begins with morning light, awakened and in bloom, then soon in decline.
Look to the rose that blows about us. Laughing, she says, into the world I blow. At once, the silken tassel of my purse, tearing its treasure on the garden floor.
While the violet drooping boughs embrace, but fair as the rosebud does closely lace her skirt to shield her blush from winds at bay.
Petals fall and drift so faint to sight, reminding us past beauty is left behind. Life experiences like dew on grass are formed and disappear in moments.
This morning dewdrops pearl the tulip's face, while the violet drooping boughs embrace, but fair as the rosebud does closely lace her skirt to shield her blush from winds at bay. this prime lasts for but an hour more, flowering and free, then fragile and forlorn. The petals flow to earth and they signify that beauty's past, for all that's left is the thorn.
At last we sleep in the cold silent tomb. In between life whispers a dream that says, wake, live, for the rose withers all too soon.
And I cry, please make it right, please make it right. So why do you, what did I say, just must have stuck you right way. Free will or faith, it remains the same. It's a
First, we sleep in our deep
mother's womb. At last we sleep in the cold, silent tomb. In between life whispers a dream that says, wake, live, for the rose withers all too soon. At first we sleep in our dear mother's womb. At last we sleep in the cold, silent tomb. In between life whispers a dream that says, wake, live, for the rose withers all too soon.
With the rose, the earth is rich forever. It's born from spring's dying kiss to summer. It wears all the gems that June has wreathed, blooming wherever.
It remains the same. It's a game that I would rather not play. I would rather not play. I'd rather not play. I heard the Lord say, I'd rather not play.
With the rose, the earth is rich forever. It's born from spring's dying kiss to summer. It wears all the gems that June has wreathed, blooming wherever summer's breath has breathed, has breathed. With the rose, the earth is rich forever. It's born from spring's dying kiss to summer. It wears all the gems that dew has wreathed, blooming wherever summer's breath has breathed. Keep the beasts away, as such they preserve her fragrant bouquet. Her petals unfold, meeting the light of day. Queen of flowers melts my heart away.
I'd rather not play. Rather not play. I heard the Lord say, I'd rather not play.
Rose has thorns to keep the beasts away, as such they preserve her fragrant bouquet. Her petals unfold, meeting the light of day. Queen of flowers melts my heart away. A rose has thorns to keep the beasts away, such they preserve her fragrant bouquet. Her petals unfold, leading the light of day. Queen of flowers melts my heart away.
Like the rose, suffer the thorn, gain the fragrance of life. Surrender to live forever, enlighten more than 1,000 suns.
I'd rather not play.
Like the moon, challenge night and gain the light. Like the rose, suffer the thorn, gain the fragrance of life. Surrender to live forever, enlighten more than 1,000 suns. Rende magica ogni cosa, anche noi. L'amore rende magica ogni cosa, anche noi. L'amore rende magica ogni cosa, anche noi. L'amore
غني عليا
deve essere
غني عليا عمري
tuo coraggio, puoi trovarlo nei colori dell'amore che risplende, è potente come un raggio che scalda il cuore.
جلبتني حوري يا نجمة ثريا ثريا تنادني سهرني طول الليل.
We form what friend and lover touching soul. To soul through language we discover, opening each other up to connect ourselves. Now we two, total more than 1+1. Other mutual self, we form what friend and lover touching soul. To soul through language we discover, opening each other up to connect ourselves. Now we two, total more than 1+1. Other, what other? We form one, both friend and lover, touching soul to soul through language we discover, opening each other up to connect ourselves. Now we two, total more than one plus one other.
Like the moon, challenge night and gain the light. Like the rose, suffer the thorn. Gain the fragrance of life. Surrender to live forever, enlightened more than 1,000 suns.
hearts upon. Turns ashes or it prospers and anon, like snow upon the desert's dusty face, lighting a little hour or two is gone. In the hourglass of life, in the hourglass of life, in the hourglass of life, yeah. In the hourglass of time, the desert brings ever. Will they hold hands and their hearts upon? Turns ashes or it prospers and anon, like snow upon the desert's dusty face, lighting a little hour or two is gone. In the hourglass of time, the desert's grace ever blow, grind and blast the camel trains. Yet where the river flows, where grass grows, you and I, beloved, drink the wine's remains. Grind and blast the camel trains, yet where the river flows, where grass grows, you and I, beloved, drink the wine's remains. In the hourglass of life and time, between good and bad and wrong and right. In the hourglass of time, the desert's grace ever blow, grind and blast the camel trains. Yet where the river flows, where grass grows, you and I, beloved, drink the wine's remains. In the hourglass of time, the desert's grace ever blow, grind and blast the camel trains. Yet where the river flows, where grass grows, you and I, beloved, drink the wine's remains.
Not else, stillness is impossible. A field has a changing value everywhere, since the vacuum air has to fluctuate.
In the hourglass of you and I, beloved, drink the wine's remains. In the hourglass of life, in the hourglass of life, in the hourglass of life and time, in the hourglass of life.
What's continuous means a field that waves. Not else, stillness is impossible. A field has a changing value everywhere, since the vacuum air has to fluctuate.
The fields overlap and some interact, so there is one overall field as all as the basis of all that is possible, of energy, space, motion, default.
In the hourglass of life, in the hourglass of life, in the hourglass of life, of time of you.
Fields overlap and some interact, so there is one overall field as all as the basis of all that is possible, of energy, space, motion, default. The fields overlap and some interact, so there is one overall field as all as the basis of all that is possible, of energy, space, motion, default.
From the field points ever fluctuating, quantum field waverings have to result from points that dragging on one another, points on lips that may form latter strokes.
And in the hourglass of you and I, the desert's grains blast the camel trains.
From the field points ever fluctuating, quantum field waverings have to result from points that dragging on one another, points on lips that may form latter strokes.
And sums of harmonic oscillators, fields can only form their elementaries at stable quantum energy levels. Other excitation levels are virtuals. And sums of harmonic oscillators, fields can only form their elementaries at stable quantum energy levels. Other excitation levels are virtuals, as sums of harmonic oscillators. Fields can only form their elementaries at stable quantum energy levels. Other excitation levels are virtuals. husband the golden grain, and those who flung it to the winds like rain. I like to know such Creator turned as buried once, then once dug up again.
Morning light, just feast your eyes. Blind in praise to the sun you rise, living to give until
those who husband the golden grain, and those who flung it to the winds like rain. I like to know such Creator turned as buried once, then once dug up again. Those who husband the golden grain,
who flung it to the winds like rain. Like to know such aureator turned as buried once, men once dug up again. Faith fails you dried up like an old leaf, coarse red wine through thy veins of life so brief. Ne'er for treasured gold will you be dug up, nor even sought by an impoverished thief.
Give out some shallow piece of the underground, and now another one bites the angel dust, another one fights to claim his cut. Oh, will I steal away every shine and gleam, drowning crowns down along the stream?
Your faith fails you dried up like an old leaf, coarse red wine through thy veins of life so brief. Ne'er for treasured gold will you be dug up, nor even sought by an impoverished thief. Fails you dried up like an old leaf, coarse red wine through thy veins of life so brief. Ne'er for treasured gold will you be dug up, nor even sought by an impoverished thief. They're waiting for
than you could ever feel is that which waits when you burn in hell. Are you afraid? All oxygen escapes the thought, desperate and fraught. And we are but a breath above them, if we breathe at all. Up to the sky you shall crawl, into the distances far. Do not reflect who you are.
Fate only fall like a thief in the gloom. Call for wine of the hue of the rose in full bloom.
say you won't show yourself unkind and cruel. If they should cleave your breast, what store of buried Jews they would find. Take up thy wine goblet, dear, unafraid, in this hut of the bank's grassy glade, for many moonlight forks as heaven's wheel into golden cups and goblets like us. All your nonsense in jars, who do you think that you are? Up to the sky you shall crawl, into the distances far. Do not reflect who you are, put all your nonsense in jars. Who do you think that you are? Up to the sky you shall crawl, into the distances far. Take up thy wine goblet, dear, unafraid, in this hut of the bank's grassy glade, for many moonlight forks as heaven's wheel into golden cups and goblets like us.
On Mother Earth, nourished under Father Sky, all of those finite sparks that light and die.
Do not reflect who you are, put all your nonsense in jars. Doom is written in the morning light, just feast your eyes. Blind in praise to the sun you rise, living to give until.
We have often asked why some space exists, why it permits the countless to briefly persist. On Mother Earth, nourished under Father Sky, all of those finite sparks that light and die.
One need not look where there is no light, for being alive is the very meaning of life. Living life is the sparkle that gleams so bright. Bright parade in the dark when all is so right. Morning light, just feast your eyes. Blind in praise to the sun you rise. Living to give until you give out some shallow piece of the underground. And now another one bites the angel dust. Another one fights to claim his cut. Oh, will I? Oh, one need not look where there is no light. For being alive is the very meaning of life. Living life is the sparkle that gleams so bright. Why parade in the dark when all is so right? Why parade in the dark when all is so right? Why feel we not